Okay, following on after lick 13, on the solo performance that I actually perform on this DVD, I actually repeat lick 1 and lick 2 again, then followed by lick 14, which would be this. Okay, using alternate picking, starting with a downstroke with the right hand, we're going to start this lick on the 17th fret on the high E string, and we're going to have 17, 13, 15, 17, 15, 13 on the high E string. Then we're going to have 17, 15, 14, 15, 17 on the G. Skip over the B string, and then we're going to have 13, 15, 17, 15, 13. Okay, so at a slow tempo so far we've got this. Okay, the second half of this lick is going to start on the 17th fret on the G string. We're going to have 17, 14, 15, 17, 15, 14 on the G. Then we're going to skip over the D string and land on the A string, and we're going to have 15, 13, 12, 13, 15 on the A. Skip over the D string back to the G string, and we've got 14, 15, 17, 15, 14 on the G. Okay, so at a slow tempo, that lick should sound like this. Okay, using that same idea, here's lick number 15. Okay, this time, using alternate picking, starting on a downstroke, we've got 17 to 14 on the high E, 15, 17, 15, 14. Then we've got 17, 16, 14, 16, 17 on the G. Skip over the B string, and then we've got 14, 15, 17, 15, 14 on the high E. So at a slow tempo, it should look like this. Then for the next half, we're going to start on the 17th fret on the G, and we're going to have 17, 14, 16, 17, 16, 14. Skip over the D string to the A string and play 18, 17, 15, 17, 18. Then we're going to have 14, 16, 17, 16, 14 on the G string. Okay, so at a slow tempo, that lick should sound like this. Okay, now for lick 16. Okay, we're going to start on the 19th fret on the high E this time, and have 19, 15, 17, 19, 17, 15. Skip over the B string and have 19, 17, 16, 17, 19. Skip over the B string and we've got 15, 17, 19, 17, 15. So at a slow tempo again. Okay, the next half of this is going to start on the 19th fret on the G this time, and we've got 19, 16, 17, 19, 17, 16. Moving on to the A string, we've got 17, 15, 14, 15, 17. Skipping over the D string, we're going to have 16, 17, 19, 17, 16. Okay, so that whole lick at a slow tempo should be like this. Here's lick number 17. Okay, to start off this lick, we're going to have 16, pull off to 13 on the high E, then hammer on 15 on the B, 16 on the G. Then we're going to have 13 on the high E, 15 on the B, 16 on the G, pull off to 13 on the G. Okay, at slow tempo, you've got this. So that's the pattern that we're going to be using for the next 3 arpeggio sections after this. So the next one's starting on 13 on the high E, pulling off to 10 on the high E, hammer on 12 on the B, 13 on the G, then from 13 on the G, pull off to 10 on the G. So you've got... Okay, moving on, we're going to start from the 10th fret this time on the high E string, 10, pull off to 7 on the high E, then we've got 9 on the B, 10 on the G, then we've got 7 on the high E, 9 on the B, 10 on the G, and then 10 pull off to 7 on the G. So it's basically the same pattern that we've been using all throughout these arpeggios, and so far at slow tempo we've got this. Okay, the last one is going to be from 7 on the high E, pull off to 4 on the high E, then we've got 6 on the B, 7 on the G, then 4 on the high E, 6 on the B, 7 on the G, pull off to 4 on the G. So all those arpeggios together should sound like this. Then we've got a whole step bend on the 8th fret on the B string, like this. Okay, that takes us nicely into lick number 18. Here it is. Okay, starting this, we're going to play 5, 6, 7 on the D, then 5 on the G. Then repeat 5, 6, 7 on the D, and then play 7 on the G. Then we're going to have 5, 6, 7 on the D, then 5 on the G. Then directly after that, we're going to play 8, pull off to 5 on the high E, hammer on 8 on the B, 5 on the high E, 8, pull off to 5 on the B. So then we're going to have 8, pull off to 5 on the B again, 8 on the G, 5 on the B, then 8, pull off to 5 on the G. Okay, so far we've got this. Then we're going to repeat 8, pull off to 5 on the B, then hammer on 8 on the G, then 5 on the B, 8, pull off to 5 on the G. Then we're going to have 7 on the G. We're going to bend it up quickly and then let it down. Then we're going to have 5 to 7 on the G, then a quick bend up and down on 7 again, pull off to 5 on the G, and then bend up 8 a whole step on the B string. So that's... Okay, so when you put all those bits together, that lick should sound like this. Okay, now let's take a look at lick number 19. Okay, to start off this lick, we're going to slide into the 19th fret on the D string. Then we've got 16, hammer onto 17, pull off to 16 on the G. Then we've got 19 on the D. Then we've got 16, 17, 19 on the G. Then a quick hammer on and pull off between 17 and 19 on the G, back to 17, and then pull off to 16, so at a slow tempo it makes more sense like this. Then we've got 19 on the D, 16 to 17 on the G. Then we've got a quick hammer on and pull off between 16, 17, back to 16 on the G. Then 19 on the D. So far we've got this. Then we've got 16, 17, 19 again on the G. Quick hammer on and pull off between 17 and 19 on the G. Pull off to 16. So we've got... Then to finish off, we've got 19 on the D and then 16 on the G. Okay, next up for this lick, we're going to have an arpeggio section starting on the 19th fret of the A string, and we're going to pull off from 19 to 15 on the A. hammer on 17 on the low E. Then we've got 15, hammer on to 19 on the A. So we've got. Then we've got 17 on the G, 21 on the G, pull off to 17 on the G. So we've got. Then we're going to pull off from 21 to 17 again on the G. Then we've got 19 on the D. Then 17, hammer on to 21 on the G. Then skip over the B string and we've got 20, hammer on to 24 on the high E, pull off to 20 on the high E. So we've got. When you put it with the first bit, it should sound like this so far. Then after that, we're going to have 20, pull off to 17 on the high E, skip over the B string, and then have 21, pull off to 17 on the G. Then hammer on to 21 on the G, skip over the B string, and then have 17 to 20, pull off to 17 on the high E. So we've got. Then we're going to have 17, pull off to 12 on the high E, skip over the B string, then we've got 17, pull off to 14, hammer on to 17 on the G. Then we've got 12, hammer on to 17, pull off from 17 to 12 on the high E. So. Then we've got 17, pull off to 12 on the high E, 17 on the G, 12 on the high E. Then we've got 17, pull off to 14 on the G. Then 17, pull off to 14, slide into 13 to finish. So that whole lick slow should sound like this. Okay, now we're going to take a look at lick number 20. Okay, for lick 20 we're going to start on the 5th fret on the low E string and we're going to be using alternate picking starting with a downstroke with the right hand. And we're going to have 5, 7, 8 on the low E, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5 on the A. Then we're going to have 10, 8, 7, 8, 10 on the A. And then we're going to have 7, 9, 10 to finish the first part on the D. So we're going to have this. To start off the next bit, we're going to start on the 7th fret of the D. And we're going to play 7, 9, 10 on the D. Then we're going to play 7, 9, 10, 9, 7 on the G. So. Then we're going to have 12, 10, 9, 10, 12 on the G. Then 10, 12, 13 on the B. Okay, so far we've got this. Okay, for this last part we're going to start on the 10th fret on the B and we're going to have 10, 12, 13 on the B. Then 10, 12, 13, 12, 10 on the high E. Then we're going to have 13, pull off to 10, hammer on 12, 13, 12, 10 on the high E. Then we're going to have 15, pull off to 12, 13, 15, 13, 12 on the high E. Then we're going to have 17, pull off to 13, hammer on 15, 17, 15, 13 on the high E. Then for the last part we're going to have 20, pull off to 15, hammer on 17, hammer on 20, pull off to 17, pull off to 15. Then we've got a whole step bend on the 20th fret on the high E string. Then we're going to bend up and down the 22nd fret on the high E string 4 times like this. Okay, so at a slow tempo, lick 20 should sound like this.